ladies? What's up, layouts? I'm probably gonna put this on both our channels, on my personal and our family channel. It's been a long time of me wanting to talk about this topic. It was the reason why I even started YouTube, before I even thought about doing hair on here or putting my kids on here. And it's basically to uplift women, let them know that you the bomb, boo. Like, you can get through this stuff. And the reason why, if you all don't know already, I'm a licensed hairstylist, so I have a lot of clients that come through and have come to me over the years. And of course, it's when you go to the hair salon and things of that nature, it's somewhat of a therapy session. And with some of my clients, I'm closer to than others, of course. So I've gone through my own things. I've been able to share those things with them as well. So before we get into everything, let me say this little disclosure, because there may be people, the world is small, there may be people who know my kids' fathers, and all I ask is that you all don't put their names in the descriptions or anything like that. If you want to show them, I don't care. This is my truth. But I do respect people's privacy when it comes to stuff like that. If you don't want to be put on here, and on none, and neither one of them on any of my social media, nothing like that. So I ask that y'all, if you do know, just don't call them out, but feel free to show them. Feel free to show them the video. But anyway, so I've been looking for a time to talk about it. I wanted to sit down with a little fuzzy background, all cute and stuff, and I was like, girl, you will never do that if you don't come on and just start it. Boom. Like, let's just get it out here. So basically, if y'all haven't noticed, if you're new to our channel, first of all, go ahead and subscribe. But if you haven't watched many of our videos, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a little background. I'm Charlie, have 3 beautiful munchkins. Micah, who is 7, about to be 8, in about 29 days. Then I have 2 beautiful little poodles. They're twins. They're 3 years old right now, Ryan and Riley, and I am raising them on my own with the help of my family. But for the most part, I would say 90% of the time it is me. Now, my peoples do step in, their paternal grandparents, the girls' paternal grandparents step in, all that good stuff. So I do have a good support system, but they're like far away. My peoples are on the other side of Houston. Their grandparents are in Mississippi. So they do what they can when they can. So basically, I'm a single mom out here in these streets. But it's good. Like, my kids are awesome. My kids are wonderful. I hope this rain isn't hindering y'all from hearing me. I'll see once I edit. But I wanted to be put out there to encourage the next woman. If you feel down, if you feel like you're not enough, if you feel like you're not doing what you need to do as far as your kids goes, like, love, like, you're good, you're enough, you're awesome, you know. And just to let you know, you're not alone. What's going on with me right now in this particular situation, I am headed to, I just dropped off my kids with one of my boo's. She's been babysitting for me on a regular basis, because you can't leave your kids with just anybody. My kids haven't gone to daycare on a regular basis since December of 2018, of last year. Yeah, December. Yeah, so probably before then, but that's when I remember. So thank God that I have a great little munchkin who is willing to babysit them. But the situation goes, whereas how can I put it? This is my first time like publicly speaking about this, so excuse me, but I do want to tell my truth. So it's just gonna be, it is what it is. Twins' father lives 10 minutes away. I don't know what's going on in their life, and I'm the type of, and I've been told I'm a good one, because I'm not gonna force a person to do anything. You can't force a grown person to do anything. Like, you just can't. So if I tell you I need you, which it gets better around Christmas time when Mississippi Family comes into play and then starts seeing stuff, but then it dwindles down. But guess what? I still have to get out here and make this bread and take care of my children, right? Okay. I think someone had an accident, and I think that's why this is backed up. So I'm gonna try a different route. Let's go about this a different way. But anyways, and y'all, I may be all over everywhere, and I will probably have to continue this when I get home, because like I said, I am headed to my client's house, but I wanted to go ahead and get this started. 10 minutes up the road, don't have a regular job, and I'm paying someone to watch my kids on a regular basis. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for me to have to pay for someone to watch my children if you don't have a regular job and you live 10 minutes up the road. Now, like I said, I don't know. I don't inquire. I'm not that baby mother that sits up there and is like, what you doing? What's going on? This, that, and the other. I actually tell him, I don't want to know what's going on in your life, because number one, it started off because I don't want him to lie. Like, I don't feel like hearing another lie. And then I'm not with you, so it's really not any of my business at the end of the day. Like, if you're coming to get your kids and you're in a good mindset, I don't have no problem with you having them. And with you not asking on a regular basis, like I've already said this type of stuff to him on Father's Day, because I really didn't want to get into it on Father's Day, but he kept asking. So I really like to state facts. I don't like coming from an emotional standpoint. And don't get me wrong, I have been that female. When I first had my children and I moved back to Houston, I was that woman who would send long text messages when it came to things that I needed for my children and how I felt about not having that support and that help in that area. It wasn't more so, oh, I want to be with you type of thing. It's, my kids need new car seats because guess what? They're getting bigger. Oh, my kids need diapers because guess what? I just moved back to Texas and I'm building my clientele back. Oh, my kids need new clothes. You know, that type of thing. I honestly would have to get the other females involved when it came to that stuff. So I have been that female, but not to the point of an emotional type thing. Like, I said things emotionally because I was upset, I was mad, but now the way that I handle things is I basically state facts. So when he asked me what was going on or how I felt on Father's Day, I basically just laid out the facts, and not even in a derogatory type way. It was more so, and I'm gonna just say, I call him a-hole, and he was like, I don't even do anything, because like I said, I don't sit up there and converse and talk and do all this crazy stuff. I don't it's not conducive to how I live and how I like my aura to be for myself and my children. And he was confused, but I said, no. Do you think that it's fair that you live 10 minutes up the road, and the last time we've heard from you is 2 weeks ago when you wanted to take the children to the movies? And just the movies, not to like spend a night at the house and say, oh, I'll be taking them to the movies while they with me. No, I'm picking them up before the movie starts and I'm dropping them right back off after the movie ends. Do you think it's okay that you don't support them in any type of way? Not like that. Like, how many meals? I break stuff down. I'm like, you provided one meal for these children in 6 months. Whether it was physically or monetarily, you putting the money in my pocket, you've provided one meal. Because I will say this, after I had this talk with him, and like I said, like, sis, you don't always have to be emotional, especially if y'all not together. Now, let me put this in here. I will be putting in a different video, but let me say this, sis, if you still him, you know what I mean, you're gonna be emotionally attached. Like, stop giving it on goods, because then you're gonna think it's something else. I don't care who you are, what it is, like, just stop giving it to him. Then y'all can have a better relationship. Like, y'all can have a better co-parenting relationship. And I will say, after I had that talk with him, yeah, we said other things, but after I had that talk with him, no, he came in and gave me some money, and I was like, what? Like, no time during our relationship, no time since my kids have been born has he just come out and given me money without me asking, without me saying anything. Like, and even still, like, when I have asked, that's been like dire situations, and I really feel like it came from his mom. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But that was just crazy, and I think it's because I took the emotions out of the situation, and I had to grow as a person too, as far, because my tongue could be a double-edged sword. Like, sometimes people still take me there, and I really try not to allow people to take me there, because I know my tongue can get very sharp and very direct, and everybody cannot handle a sharp, direct tongue. Like, no, I don't want to say my tongue is reckless, but some people are very sensitive when it comes to these things. So I've had to realize, when I talk to certain people or say certain things, like, I have to say things in a way where it gets to them the way that I feel it. You know, like, sometimes when you say things to people, it doesn't get to their ears the way that it left your heart, or it left your mind, that type of thing. So you have to think about that. And that is also intertwines with, and I had to tell myself, with your children, I had to tell myself, you're sitting up here, you're upset, you're angry, you just went off. Like, when you write a nasty text, like, you mad. Like, so that's taken away from your babies. I had to talk to myself, like, your babies are only getting this much of you because, or your babies are feeling this energy, they're feeling this pain, they're seeing you go in. And did your situation change? Did they do better? Did what was the purpose? So I just stopped saying stuff. And like I said, right now I'm picking up something from my phone. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. I had to realize that I was affecting my children, and while they're with me, I'm in control of that energy. I'm in control of what happens around us. And if I was going crazy or being emotional, like, my kids go off of a vibe. Like, I don't even have to, like, say anything. And I have a cousin who I don't know, maybe I'm just like that. Maybe people who know me can just tell. I don't have to say anything. It's just energy that is felt, you know? So I really had to correct that and tell myself, you know what? You're going to do what you've been doing all your life, having faith, knowing that everything's going to be provided for, knowing that you're going to be good, knowing that your kids are going to be good, and that you're going to grind, and you're going to make it happen until things come through. Like, you're going to make it happen. With between you and God, Holy Ghost and Jesus and Mary and all the other saints that's up there, like, you're gonna make it happen. So I say all this to say, like, you're in control of what happens. If you're a single mother, you're in control of your kids' emotions to a certain extent. You're in control of what goes on in your household, and you can make that choice to be a happy mother and focus on your kids. As y'all see, like, I really focus on my children and my business. I don't really focus on dating. People like, Charlie, why you don't date? Like, I ain't got time for that. Like, I ain't got time to be dealing with, like, yes, it would be fun, but I just don't have the time or the energy to do it. And when it comes to even, like, working out, like, I gained so much weight just from allowing circumstances to stop me from going to the gym. Like, oh, I'm tired, I have to take care of my kids. Oh, I have to do this person's hair, do that person's hair. Oh, I have to do that, this or that. Like, hold on 1 second.
Just like the prepackaged.
Oh.
Here we are, ma'am.
Thank you.
My pleasure. You have a good one.
So good.
You too. Dang, what was I saying? And now I'm on day 2 back again because I've started and stopped, you know. And there's a certain place that I want to get to in my life, and I have to make these decisions daily so that the right things can happen for myself and my children. And I can't be worried about what the next person chooses to do or what the next person chooses not to do for myself or my children. Like, so be strong, Mom. Like, do what you have to do. Don't be worried about what this one is doing and what that one is doing, or what he may or may not be doing in your kids' lives. Like, you do what you have to do, because guess what? Your kids are going to remember. They're going to remember.